What's going on, everybody? Brandon, just a plain guy here, coming to you with another model. It was actually one of the models that I was going to bring to you guys about a couple days ago, but I had some issues with my nose gear, and then I also had some issues with my main landing gear. So the issues with those are they just started falling off, and so we had to get our trusty, handy dandy super glue, Gorilla Glue. This will come in handy if you guys need to, glue on some of the smaller parts that just don't want to stay on your model. So I highly suggest that you guys get some of this Gorilla Super Glue just for the small parts, or if your engine comes off and you want to, glue that sucker back on. This stuff will get it done, and we'll get it done fast. So I'm back again with another model review. I'm starting to like doing the model reviews instead of the unboxings. It's still an unboxing, so to say, but yeah, I just kind of like how I'm doing it now. Obviously we have the box in the background right there. But this one is a special model because it's the interactive series. And basically what the interactive series is, for those who don't know, is GeminiJets, and I think JC Wings. No, I know JC Wings and GeminiJets. I'm not sure about In-Flight, but they have been starting this interactive series line of aircraft molds. And as you can see, that's why I wanted to start it out by showing you guys what I mean. So the interactive series is basically like the doors open. See, we have our L1 door, and it gives realistic feel to how a airplane door would be open, especially cargo planes. So there's a lot more cargo doors that we'll get into that open and have the different pieces that symbolize the doors being open or closed. And we'll get into that in a few minutes. But this is the AeroLogic 777 Freighter. It is a 200 variant, but they just call it the 777 Freighter, even though it's a 777-200 Freighter. It's the interactive series by GeminiJets in the 200 scale, the 1 to 200 scale. I purchased this off of JC Wings, the actual website, and it's a very clean model. Very beautiful model, and we're going to get into it right now. So as you guys know, I like to give you guys some information about how the airline came into being, how the aircraft came into service, and such. Now there's not a lot of information here as AeroLogic is still pretty new, but the information is kind of outdated, but still it blends into what this model review is about. So let's get into it. AeroLogic, the company was founded by DHL Express and Lufthansa Cargo on September 12, 2007. Flight operations started on June 29th of 2009, following the delivery of its first aircraft on May 12th of that year, a Boeing 777 freighter, making AeroLogic the first German operator of that type. As of April 2023, AeroLogic fleet consists of the following aircraft: 21 777 freighters in service. Okay. AeroLogic is a German cargo airline based in, I don't want to mess this name up, but based in Schwitzditch, near Leipzig. I can pronounce that one, huh? It is a joint venture between DHL and Lufthansa Cargo, which operates scheduled international and long-haul cargo services out of its hubs, Leipzig Halle Airport and Frankfurt Airport. Okay, as we mentioned, the fleet size is 21, and we mentioned the hubs are Frankfurt Airport, Leipzig Halle Airport. Okay. Let me see, what other information do they have here? That's really about all that's pretty much it on this aircraft, honestly. Like I told you guys, it's still a brand new aircraft. I mean, well, there are brand new aircraft, and it's also a brand new airline, cargo airline. So that's about all of the information I have for you. I do know we get this one into Los Angeles quite a bit, actually. I say this one comes in maybe 2 or 3 times a week in the Los Angeles International Airport. And yeah, it's a beautiful model. So we'll get right into it. And like I said, this is the interactive series. So because it's the interactive series, we have our little stair, air stair. And the reason I have that out, of course, is because I'm going to put it up to the door of the aircraft. So pretty realistic right there. And let's just get into it, right? Okay, so here we have the beautiful model right here. We're going to tighten up in there and let's see how tight we can go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, not that tight. Okay, so let's get the air stairs out of the way. Beep, 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 beep. I'm just playing. All right, so where's my pen at? Okay, where's my pen at? My pen. Okay, here we go. So from the let me see. So from the left side of the aircraft, we have our L1 door, and this is where we get into the very meat and potatoes of what this interactive series is. So we have our L1 door right here. Okay, very realistic. And then also too, you know, it makes it more realistic if we put our air stairs right there. Okay, so we have our L1 door. That's where the pilots and the crew go. And this is the open configuration. I thought, well, you know what? No, I thought they had a door, another extra door that would symbolize it closed. But now that I'm looking at my box, they don't. So this is the open door example right here for the pilots and the crew go in. I'll take that air stair out the way. We have our Boeing 777 freighter logo right here. All right, we have that beautiful AeroLogic right there in bold letters. I like the yellow mixed in with the dark gray black. Okay, it's a pretty clean model. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty streamlined. Not too much busy, you know, colors and wording all around the fuselage. But here we go down. We have our static ports, our static wicks right here, and all our different other aircraft functions on the side of the fuselage. If we go back over to the cockpit area, excuse me, we have our pitot tubes, static ports, static wicks. Okay. We have our nose gear, our nose gear struts. We have our landing lights. We have our partial registration. We'll get into the registration a little later. And we have our warning marker right there, that little red stripe right there. And as I said in my last video, that red stripe right there is to warn the pushback driver that he or she cannot go past that red line. Otherwise, the mechanism in the tow bar will allow it to break, freeing the tow bar up from the aircraft. So that's what that red line is. It's a warning that you cannot go past that red line when you are pushing out or pulling this aircraft. Okay, so moving down to the fuselage again. As I said, pretty self-explanatory. It's an all-white aircraft. These are the beautiful GE90, the GE90-115 engines right here, and they do spin. I will show you right now. Y'all excuse my fan, it's pretty hot today. So these do spin. Oh shoot, I'm all the way in the, if you guys can see that, I hope you guys can see that, they do spin. The engines do spin. All right. So those are the beautiful GE90s, the General Electric GE90-115B engines. Okay. So we're going to turn that back around again and continue going down the aircraft. And if we zoom in right there, we have our triple landing gear right there. I call them triple, but we have our beautiful main landing gear. As you can see, we have the landing gear struts, the landing gear doors. They do, it does rotate. They do tilt very well. Like I said, I had to crazy glue the other side of the landing gears because one of the engines fell off. I guess you can call me a mechanic of some sorts, right? But like I said, no, get you guys some crazy glue. Get you guys some super glue. If that'll, well, you guys can see it. Yeah, get you guys some crazy glue. That'll help you with the small little items that come off your plane. I personally wasn't one to super glue my pieces back to my plane because I thought it would take away the value. But just use the super glue on small little things like if your landing gear breaks, or if your engine comes off, things like that. So yeah, those are our main landing gears. Okay. Beautiful detail. Let's go back to that engine right there. Beautiful detail on that engine exhaust and the engine cowlings of the General Electric engines. Okay. So going back to the fuselage, well, as you can see, this door right here is the main cargo compartment. Now this is where all your freight, this is where all your freight will go. Whatever you have, large cargo containers, pallets. And then we have our registration right here. Delta, Alpha, Alpha, Lima, Delta. Once again, Delta, Alpha, Alpha, Lima, Delta with the German flag. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the open version. So we have all our little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have all our little pieces. Now these doors and these little pieces will symbolize the compartments opened and closed. I have more over here. See? So this big piece right here, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the door closed first. So let's get back into it. That's a pretty good shot right there, cameraman, if I do say myself. Let's hold it right there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay. So, and I just want to let you guys know that each one of these doors come with a little, I don't know if it'll focus. See that little, it's like a little Allen wrench, but it's not an Allen wrench. But this is what'll help pull the doors open if you want to open up the compartments. Okay. So we're going to put the main cargo door. We're going to put the main cargo door on. So let's put that on real quick. Easy as so. Fits in just like a glove. Okay. And now you have the version of the cargo door closed. Okay. And if you want to, you can take your mechanism right here. Let me zoom out. You can take your little Allen wrench or whatever this thing is called. I hope you guys can see that pretty good. And you can just pop it out. Just pop it out. There's a little hole right here in the door. And I hope you guys can see this. Now be careful. You don't want to scratch your model up with this. It will scratch your model up, but you just pull it out like so. And it comes out. So now, here's the other component to where it will make the airplane door look like it's open. So all you do is you just slide it in. It's got two little hooks right up in there, and boom. So I'm going to give you a side view of how that looks, and we'll zoom into that. If you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it well, but so that's how it's going to look with, oh, that's a little too. That's how it's going to look with the cargo door open. So you got your cargo door open, you got your cargo door closed configurations. This is a very, very beautiful model. I'm starting to enjoy the interactive series a lot more because it really brings you in to the world of how the operations look when an aircraft is being serviced, especially with the cargo planes. I know I have a few interactive series. Aircraft that are passenger jets. If you guys look on my YouTube, the Air New Zealand with the open engine configuration. I have an Eva Air 777 with the open engine configuration. So, you know, I like these interactive series more because it really, like I said before, it really brings you in to how an aircraft looks during operations. So yeah, so I'll give you a little visual right there. See, and that's the door right there if you guys want to check that out. See, the front door is open. I don't know how far this will let me zoom, but the front door is open right there, and we'll zoom out a little bit. And we have the left side rear cargo door open. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this aircraft around, give you a different shot of that. That's a beautiful view right there, actually, if I do say so myself. But let's turn this beautiful bird back around and show you that cargo compartment. Now you could put a few pieces in here. I don't know what you would try to put in here, but maybe you could put a few pieces of paper in there or something. You know, make it look like there's some cargo in there. It's pretty deep. I mean, you know, it's a pretty deep compartment, you know, for a model. But yeah, so I'll give you a tail end view of that, just so you guys can see how it looks with the tail view. For the tail view angle. So there it is with the compartment open. And yeah, that's the left side compartment door. Okay. So we're gonna flip it. We're gonna flip it around. Coming to our right side. Coming to our right side. Pretty much the same. We'll start with our registration right there, and stop. Delta Alpha Alpha Lima Delta, not partial, but the ship registration for this aircraft. And so we have another compartment. Let me see. We have another compartment right there. If you guys can, let me see. Maybe I can turn it. Okay, there we go. That's better. So we have another cargo compartment right here, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So this is the closed configuration, obviously, and we're going to show you. Oh, come on now. We're going to show you how it is with the open configuration. Now, if anybody's wondering what this little door is, this door does not open, but this is the manual pit. We call it the manual pit, and this is for extra baggage that can't make it onto the main cargo area. So this is the manual pit right here. So once again, you're going to take your trusty, handy dandy Allen wrenchy and try to find the hole here. And give me just a minute. Give me just a minute here. I think. Okay, that's not the right incision place. Incision. What am I, a doctor? Okay, let's put it right here. Is that it? Okay. I'm sorry, I know you guys can't see it, but I'm trying to get the door open. Now I will say, please be careful, because this little this little metal part will scratch your model's paint up, so please be careful. But we got it open. And Now we're going to put the, let me zoom out. We're going to put this part in right here to show how it looks if the cargo compartment will be open. All right, so it's easy. You just stick it in. Just stick it in right there. Oh wait, I gotta see. Is this the wrong? Yeah. This goes right in there. Like I said, it's got two little, boom. So there's your rear end cargo compartment open. Very, very detailed. You can get a couple pieces in there, maybe like some Skittles or something like that. I don't know if you want to put that in there, but you know, maybe you want to get a couple marbles or something. However you want to do it. But yeah, so moving down, we have our beautiful six wheel landing gear right there on our main landing gears. Very detailed. This side was actually the side that I had to super glue. I had to super glue that middle one right there. If you can kind of see, it's kind of lopsided, but you know, you guys get the picture. We gotta do what we gotta do. Going back to that beautiful G90-115B engine by General Electric. Okay. And then same thing, AeroLogic going down the side, our Boeing 777 freighter, and then our R1 door, and then we have our final cargo compartment that I will be opening up for you guys right now. Actually, let us go. Okay, so I'm gonna try to reach over here and hopefully, okay, I'm scratching my model here. I don't want to do that, so let me just pick it up for a little bit. Bear with me, everybody. Okay, here we go. So hopefully this will just pop out. No, it won't. Okay. And it's not. Oh, boom. There we go. Now I won't lie to you guys. It is hard to pull these little pieces out with this little wrench or this little tool. For one, because you're scratching up your model. That's the cost that you're going to pay. You will be scratching up your model. I hate to say that. So try to be very careful with opening these cargo doors because you will pay for it, unfortunately. And it's an all white aircraft, so yeah, you might be scratching your model up pretty significantly. But we have our forward cargo compartment open. And so we're going to add this little piece right here to the front of the cargo compartment. I know this is not zooming pretty good or focusing pretty good, but you guys get the picture. So, okay. So, same thing as like all the others. It just slides right in and boom. Now, if you guys have some belt loaders, some model belt loaders, you know, if you guys have some, you know, display cargo, you guys can put that up in there. And, you know, like I said, each cargo compartment has some pretty good amount of storage where you could put like some type of cargo in there if you want to be realistic with it. But yeah, so this is how it looks if you were loading it up with cargo. And we're just going to go down the plane. I didn't even get into the wings yet. But yeah, so let's go up to that CargoLogic tail. Very clean, self-explanatory, nothing too crazy about the tail, you know. Let's try to go to the top of the fuselage here. We have our high frequency antennas. There's no Wi-Fi box on top of this aircraft. I mean, who would need it? It's not a passenger aircraft. So we just have more high frequency antennas. There is, if you guys can see it, well, no, you guys can't see it, but there is a red jewel on top for the anti-collision beacon. on this aircraft. But yeah, this is pretty much the model review. You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys can get this model, I highly suggest you do, because you know, it's a model that you want to have in your collection. And let me try to turn this around real quick. It's a model that you want to have in your collection. And like I said, it's really realistic. It's really realistic, as my cargo door fell off, but that's okay. It's really realistic, and you'll have a lot of fun knowing that you have this in your collection. And yeah, so that's pretty much it with this model review. You know, if you have like little airplane, you know, ground service equipment like the stairs right there, that's pretty cool. I think I have a belt loader and a cargo loader, but I'm not going to go over there and get them. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this model review. Stay tuned, I got something special coming out. I just ordered it, and it should be coming within this week. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to do model reviews on it once it comes in. I have no doubt about that. But yeah, so let's just get a, you know what? Let's just stick it right here for right now. That's a beautiful view of the air stairs with the door open. And yeah, so I hope everybody, you know, I hope everybody's enjoying these videos. I'm trying to pump out more. Trying to be more active now on YouTube. You know, let me know in the comments if you guys like what I'm doing. Like I said, there's not too many people doing model reviews now. I think it's just me, and then my brother over there in Kansas, I believe, 777 Die Hard Forever, Brian. He comes out with stuff almost every week. And I thought I knew how to collect models. This brother right here, he's got some of the baddest models that you can think of. So shout out to him. And yeah, this has been my model review. You know, as I said, I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but if you guys like, you know, if you guys like the content, just give it a thumbs up. Be highly grateful. Thank you for all the subscribers that are subscribing. And yeah, so stay tuned for what I got coming out next. You guys are gonna like it. I mean, I don't know if I should say, but I mean, I'm pretty sure once this model hits someone's desk, they're gonna do a review on it. But it's the Condor. It's the Condor A330 Neo in the green and white striped livery. So be on the lookout for that. That should be coming within the next week. Well, within this week. And once I have that, I'll put a review up for you guys, and I will show it to the world. So if you guys have liked this video, please don't hesitate to let me know, and like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon. Gonna figure out which one I want to pull out the collection next and show it to you guys. So yeah, so this is Just a Plain Guy. I wish you guys well. Peace and blessings and health to your family. If you're out in Cali, try to stay warm. I mean, try to stay cool. It is hot out here. And then we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.